Yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. Now, today we have Master P on Nick Cannon's apology, followed up by Waka Flocka's views on the apology. We also got Rick Ross and August Alsina with the song You Would've Mistook for a Meme, oh, but it's real. And it's messy. Yes, shout out to Patrick Martin that explained the open hands emoji for a brother. Kaylee Da Vinci came through with a translation as well. Respect. Bang Bro came through and told us we was capping, but bruh, we ain't cap a day in our life, not once. And Brian Gant came through not only telling us what the open hands meant, but the kind of car that was used in the 50 meme. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you check our last vid. And as always, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure you're following us on Instagram at celebs_source1. And I said source, not sauce. All right, now, first on deck is Master P, who lets us know that he was not thrilled with the Nick Cannon apology when he stated what he stated for his particular views. Now, called out on the street by TMZ, Master P stated that when a man has his own views and puts it out there for the world to embrace, he should not have to apologize for it, and was only in that predicament because he doesn't have full and complete ownership over his own platform. Now, using the situation as a teaching moment to aspiring rappers and entrepreneurs out there, that our chief order of business should be ownership so that we don't find ourselves in a predicament apologizing for our...
And what are you gonna do?
Now, Master P stated the following. He said, quote, "We have to start owning our own products. We have to start owning our own networks. And until then, we can't say what we want," close quote. Followed with his advice to Nick, which was, quote, "It's time to go own something. If you want to do something, we could do it together," close quote. Letting Nick Cannon know that he's got something out there for him if the man feels like he needs some assistance. He also emphasized that if we own our own networks and production companies, then we don't have to worry about being fired. And with Nick Cannon's talent and creativity, I can only imagine what a Cannon network is capable of. Or you got a name like Nick Tunes Network. In fact, there's your name. There's two names we just gave you for free, Nick, if you pick any one of those names. Celeb Source ain't asking for any dough. Just a shout out, okay? Before every show. I'm talking like every single hour. Alright? Now, of course, we would be kicking ourselves when you made billions, but hey, we just want you to be good, homie. Now, Cannon did apologize for his statement, but it appeared to be after he had conversed with the Jewish rabbi, which means the rabbi provided to him an explanation that made him feel the need to apologize. Now, we don't know what was said, but if it brought him to the realization that an apology was necessary, then that's cool. Now, he did say in his apology, quote, "I hurt an entire community and it pained me to my core. I thought it couldn't get worse," close quote. So perhaps he wasn't apologizing for what he said per se, but how he hurt a community. Now, if that community indeed felt hurt, now I guess I could get with that if that's what he was actually apologizing for. Now, Waka Flocka came through in Cannon's comments stating the following. He said, "Why and how could you apologize for your truth? Because it hurt someone, Waka. Come on, man." Anyway, he continues. He says, "Your name is Cannon for a reason, and that topic lingers a lot. Instead of apologizing, you should have just had a real sit down with someone in that community that can explain the truth so we could end all lies. I'm just saying. Get well, Cannon," close quote. Okay, Waka Flocka dropping the knowledge and the truth. I feel that comment. Folks talking about having a sit down and discussion like reasonable and rational men. See, the difference between man and animals is that animals don't sit down and have board meetings, right? They don't sit down and discuss. The difference is that men sit down and reason with each other, okay? Animals tend to resort to violence. Wait, is that what Nick was saying when he said everybody was savage? Okay, but men descend to acting like animals. You understand what I'm saying? I know, you like, yo, man, we get philosophy, I crack the smile, and I get clean hip-hop news. What would I need to go anywhere else for? But before you say anything about clean hip-hop news, August Alsina has decided to provide us with his viewpoints on the concept of entanglement. And just to preface the convo, right? I despise the destruction of marriage. You understand what I'm saying? I despise the destruction of marriage. I view it to be, marriage to be the nucleus of society and community. Now, in an exclusive interview with Vulture, August Alsina made the following remarks. He said, quote, "I don't know why that word is such an issue. I would agree with Jada. If you look up the definition of entanglement, which I will admit now, we will admit, I never officially looked up the word entanglement. Now, shame on me too. I considered myself a learned man." Anyway, he continues. Entanglement. I looked at the definition of entanglement. It is a complex and difficult relationship. It was exactly that. I think it's just the language that probably stuck out to people. But I definitely have to agree with it being an entanglement. It definitely was something complicated, a complicated dynamic, close quote. Yeah, I'm imagining complicated like a game of Twister, naked or something crazy like that. Anyway, tell us about it, August. Let us know what you're thinking, okay? Because, you know what? Now that I think about it, right? He might have done better with Celeb Source as his counselor. Not just, you know, the guy that's over here speaking in the mic, but you guys in the comment section as well. We could have, look, never mind, all right? I'm just saying we wouldn't have slept with the man, okay? Now, on his relationship with Will and Jada, and here is where I have the problem and with what your boy did. He claimed that he didn't want to be a home wrecker, then turned around and told you what he did with the man's wife. Now, true enough, she made the decision, but I don't care. You gotta be like, yo, chill, fam. To the lady, you know, the lady's married, you gotta be like, yo, chill, fam. Yo, I know your son, I know your husband. He made Men in Black, he made me laugh. You're married, yo. I'm cool with your son and everything, man. Yo, chill. Ma'am, please remove said hand from my groin, ma'am. I need help, not your hand, nor your helping hand. Anyway, this is what August Alsina said about Will and Jada. He said, quote, "Here's the deal." Yeah, what's the deal, August? "I don't have an issue with anybody. I love everybody. I love all of them. They've been my family, and there's a lot of history there." You're talking like family talk. Then you don't sleep with your family, partner, okay? All right. "They've been my family, and there's a lot of history there. They're beautiful people. They're beautiful spirits." Oh, here we go with the beautiful spirit talk. They really are. "After my sister died of cancer in 2018, I decided to do something different and kind of untangle myself from what I had been tangled up in for so long, because it kept me out of alignment with my true self, so to speak. I'm an artist." Yeah, we could tell by your verbology, bruh. "I'm an artist, but because the full truth was never there and the clarity was never there, it kept me from living in my expression, and that made me feel weighted down. That itself is another form of oppression and repression and suppression." Really? Is that what it is? All three of those? "It started to kind of eat at my life force, so I started eating at his wife source." No. That's not what he said. That was low. My bad. My fault. "It started to kind of eat at my life force. It's really what it's about more than anything. But there's no bad blood with anybody. They, the Smiths, got the Angela Yee interview way before the world ever saw it. It came from a loving place. There's no bad love with anybody. I got love for everybody on this planet." Og, my dude, okay? "If your love aids in the destruction of my closest relationships, please keep your love to yourself, homie, all right?" And finally, concerning the August Alsina saga, okay? I'm hoping we can put this to rest, but something tells me it ain't going nowhere, right? It's like COVID-19. Concerning the August Alsina saga, Rick Ross came out and cracked a joke back like maybe about a couple days ago, that August should make a song called Entanglement. And some of us chuckled, haha, yeah, real funny, Ross. Then he handed us the headphones and there it was. Entanglement, the song by Rick Ross and August Alsina. Is it a spoof? Is it fake? No. Now, I know you think I'm clowning, but I assure you I'm not. Now, your boy Celeb had to go and look up the lyrics, and let me tell you, it ain't no good. The lyrics appear to detail only what I believe to be how the affair played out. Now, I hate divorce, and I hate when folks get bodied, literally. Will, I completely understand if said thoughts crossed your mind. Lyrics to the song included statements like the following. And I know you're gonna go listen to the song after we're done. So, you might not know what the lyrics are saying, so let me just hit you off while you're sitting here on the video, just so you have an idea. The song starts off with the chorus with August Alsina and Rick Ross saying, yo, the definition of entanglement, it's when you're tangled in the sheets. Girl, I know that we don't call it a relationship, but you're still effing with me. And then he continues on and on and on. Then verse 1, I ain't gonna go through the whole thing, don't get all bent out of shape, all right? Some of y'all like, he get to the point. Yo, I'm gonna take my time. Now, he says, shorty leaning on my shoulder, got a question in my willpower, jaded by her beauty, but her reputation's real solid. Okay. Caught up in the matrix, and I doubt it if I can get up out of it, is another thing that he says. Living like there's no tomorrow, met your boy with open arms, tell you all my darkest story, promise that you won't depart. Keys to over 40 cars, left me with a broken heart. Still I gotta get around, favorite artist was Tupac. Yo, why Tupac coming back in on this? See, this is the problem, right? Because my understanding is that the child, one of the kids, knew that Jada had a thing with Tupac. Why is that something that Celeb Source knows about? I'm just a measly guy that watches YouTube. Why do I know that? Okay? I know you like, oh, why you yelling in my ear? Why you yelling in my ear? Watch a movie, then I'm gonna continue the lyrics. Watch the movie, then we freak it. Tangled up, I'm getting deeper. Do this ish like every weekend. Guess I'm just her little secret. Entanglement is when a man will lick until you try. Dude. As I read those lyrics, I can't help but think, wouldn't it be unfortunate if anything happened to the young man? You think that's a rhetorical question, but that's a real question for you. Yes, you, the viewer. I'm asking you, the viewer. Wouldn't it be unfortunate if something were to happen to the man? Let us know what you think. And on the real, if Nick Cannon started his own network, do you think it would indeed be successful? I know you like, yo, man, can you finish up the lyrics? Because, I guess I got to, right? He says, I'm on my way, yeah, skirt. I'm going to pull up when he dip. He's always thinking me and you effing. If he sees me, he gon' trip. House with no key. Girl, I know I effed up your hair. Lay you down and hit it right there. Question. Wouldn't it be unfortunate if anything happened to the young man? Yo, let us know what you think. Be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Again, we ask, if Nick Cannon started his own network, do you think it would be successful? I personally think it would. I think it would be mind-blowing, especially with his creativity and his thoughts and the whole 9 yards. Let us know what you think. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news.